guys, Gemma here and back again for another video. Happy Monday, whatever part of the world you are in. I hope you guys are having an awesome day and I hope you can enjoy and get something from this video. And I have a question I want to ask you guys as well, so stay tuned. Hopefully we'll get some answers generated in that comment section below. But last week Nintendo announced an absolute plethora of solid titles coming to the Switch, not later on in the year, but as early as January 25th. That's right gamers, imminently the Nintendo Switch will be getting some awesome new content and I am absolutely pumped. Now for a console that's barely been out for like a year, it's not even been out for 12 months, the Nintendo Switch has shifted over like 10 million consoles worldwide. Like that is mind blown. I'll put the amount of Switches that was, Wii U's that was sold right here. As a kind of comparison, this is obviously to date Wii U figure, but 10 million so far Nintendo Switch consoles sold. Nintendo had a great year last year. Now, I just want to ask you guys, what were you most looking forward to from the Nintendo Direct escapade, if we should call it that? I'm going to talk to you guys about what I'm excited for. I've already tweeted out some stuff on social media anyway, so if you follow me you may already know, but without further ado, this is going to be Nintendo Switch's year again. Let's take a look. Okay, there are some remakes from the Wii U, namely Hyrule Warriors, the Definitive Edition, and you know, I think a lot of people out there, well, I'm in an R over whether or not that is a good thing. And again with Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, now I read somewhere that somebody said, I'm really pumped for this because I don't have a Wii U, and for those of you out there that don't have a Wii U, this is going to be your time to sample a bit of that Wii U goodness on the Switch with likes of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, with all of the characters. There are some additional features in terms of kind of costumes from Breath of the Wild, so we're getting a little bit of new content. And then Tropical Freeze, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Now, like many other people out there, YouTubers, bloggers, vloggers, people have been saying the fact that they're releasing Tropical Freeze suggests that Nintendo might not be having any new Donkey Kong games on the horizon. My question to you is, do you believe that, or do you feel we will get a new, like a brand new Donkey Kong game announced perhaps within the next 12 months? I don't think we will, but I will eat my words if I am wrong. But I am so flipping stoked, man. I'm so stoked because I cannot wait to get my nephews around here again and play some like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze when it comes out. It was awesome on the Wii U. Now, have you played it? Let me know. All of the characters are going to be bundled in there. It's just going to be so good. Now, I was never a huge fan of Hyrule Warriors. I do own it on the Wii U, but I think it's just going to be putting it back into the forefront of people's minds again. And obviously, we can play it on the go. So if you're a traveller, you can go off everywhere. You can really enjoy like a taste of the Wii U on the Switch, and I'm loving that. I'm so pumped for it, guys. Let's take a look at what else Nintendo announced. Kirby Star Allies blew my mind. I thought it looked absolutely stunning. It just looks, I've always loved Kirby games. Now, I'm going to make a bit of a statement here. I don't know whether you're going or not you're going to agree with me. I don't mind if you don't agree with me. But I've never played a bad Kirby game. I've never played a bad Kirby game, and what I love about the franchise is it's so consistent with its bright colour palette. There's an absolute ton to do. There's loads of surprises along the way. Something like Kirby's Epic Yarn I found was just so varied and so diverse in like the different powers you could kind of utilise to progress throughout the world, and there was just some really cool stuff going on in Epic Yarn, and I think we're going to be seeing that again in Kirby Star Allies. The footage looks absolutely flawless, and I think there's that game, Kirby Star Allies, and another game which I'm going to talk about right now that really got my temperature through the roof. I am so excited. Back on the Super Nintendo, there was a game, for those of you that remember, you may still have it in the collection, Super Tennis. And I kid you not, it was an absolutely brilliant game. There was something about playing Super Tennis on the Super Nintendo that had me hooked. I've never played a tennis game since, unless I was playing on the Wii, but I've never played an exclusive tennis game. So, when Nintendo announced Mario Tennis Aces, I was like... But then I thought about it. Then I thought about how much I love Super Tennis. And then when they said there was going to be a story mode, take my money. I was like, seriously, this looks absolutely wicked. It's just like, Nintendo, you have really done us proud. I am so pleased the Switch is getting some software that it really does deserve. Now, a lot of you out there aren't looking forward to the new Mario Tennis game, but that's absolutely fine. For me, I think it's going to be adding a lot of value with the addition of this story mode. It just, again, adds that little bit of versatility, but for me, I would have been happy with just the tennis game, because if it was anything like the Super Nintendo, I mean, it wasn't a Nintendo game, Super Tennis wasn't, but if it's anything like the experience I had back in my childhood growing up in the 90s, then this is going to be epic. So we have two little bits of kind of goodness to look forward to. There's the story mode, and then there's just the plain old tennis with all of Nintendo's classic franchise characters. On May 25th, a gruesomely, brutally difficult RPG, a JRPG, is going to be dropping. It is Dark Souls Remastered. Guys, I've heard some of you out there talk about how much you would love to see Dark Souls on the Switch, and now it is becoming a reality. In less than 5 months' time, we're going to be able to kind of go to the kind of Starbucks, wherever you guys want to go, cafes, your mate's house, with the Switch, with some Dark Souls. Now for me, that for me is just wow, you know. I mean, we got Skyrim, I mean, there've been that many kind of iterations of Skyrim. I haven't bought Skyrim on the Switch. Haven't bothered. Got it on my PS4, got it on my PS3, that's enough for me. But Dark Souls, we haven't had churning after churning after churning of Dark Souls. This is an RPG that will probably be a brand new experience for some people out there that never played the original. I did, I loved it. It's not my favourite out of the Dark Souls 1, 2 and 3. 3 is my favourite. But nonetheless, it's going to be nice to dip back into it. And obviously playing it in handheld mode, again, just adds that little bit extra kind of versatility. So Dark Souls, I think, based on what I've been looking at on social media, people are so hyped. Like, people are so damn hyped. And again, it's just one of those titles that is going to propel the Switch to become one of those, like, one of the strongest consoles in 2018 again. Now, we all like additional content. We always look forward, or certainly I'll always look forward to DLC for games that I'm in love with. And Super Mario Odyssey, Pokken Tournament, if I pronounce that right. I haven't played much of it, so I can't really comment. And certainly Mario plus Rabbids is getting some really nice updates. Now, obviously for me, Odyssey is where it's kind of at out of those three. But I did notice when I watched the Nintendo presentation that they said when you complete Odyssey, you unlock the Luigi kind of balloon mode, which is a little bit like a hide and seek where one character hides a balloon within the, you know, the levels, and then the other character has 30 seconds to try and find as many balloons as possible, which sounds wicked. I mean, Nintendo clearly loved balloons. It was great on the balloon battle back on Mario Kart. You know, they have this thing with balloons, don't they? But I think that's awesome. But again, if I've heard it right, it will depend on you completing the game before unlocking the mode. So we'll see how that goes. I could be wrong, but that's what I heard when I heard the presentation. Let me know if I am wrong. I don't mind you guys challenging me. But nonetheless, for me, that's as like a free in February as well, so next month. So get your Odyssey out, get completing it, and let's get on this like a balloon battle kind of hide and seek mode. And of course my nephew, he's going to be loving it, because when he played Odyssey with me last Friday, he's like, Auntie Gemma, where's Luigi? I'm like, dude, he ain't in it, but now he's going to be in it, so that's awesome. It's going to be nice little experience for the younger generation as well as us veterans of the gaming world. So let me know what you guys are looking forward to. I haven't spoken about every single game that Nintendo announced for the Switch because that would just be repeating what's in Nintendo Direct. I've picked out what I found most valuable and what I feel is going to propel Nintendo to continual glory in 2018. I wish the Switch continues to grow and continues to get better, and I hope we continue to see some awesome games. I also liked Celeste as well. That's coming out on January 25th. That was the game that I mentioned, you know, in a few weeks time. Celeste also looks flipping awesome. So I want to hear from you in the comment section below. Please make sure you guys hit that like button and definitely punch that subscribe button for more content. I will be back. I think Wednesday is the next video. We got an update on the SNES Mini. You don't want to miss that, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. My name's Gemma. Take care. See you soon.